Miami Beach, 1964. 1 week before the heavyweight title fight that would shock the world, a young boxer with a loud mouth and faster hands is training in a sweaty second-floor gym.
And then, four lads from Liverpool walk in. And within minutes, the cameras capture one of the most iconic collisions of sports and pop culture ever photographed.
Welcome back to History in Context 928. Today, the day the Beatles met Muhammad Ali, back when the world still knew him as Cassius Clay, and how a playful photo op became a time capsule of the 1960s.
We'll place it on the calendar, explain why this exact week mattered, and why these images still feel like a before and after moment in celebrity history.
February 1964 is peak ignition. The Beatles are in the US, and Beatlemania is spreading like a fever. Miami Beach becomes the backdrop, sun, cameras, and a national audience.
Their second live U.S. television appearance on The Ed Sullivan Show is broadcast from the Deauville Hotel on February 16, 1964. A broadcast the city of Miami Beach notes drew an estimated 70 million viewers.
So the Beatles are already everywhere, and Miami is basically the world's loudest stage. At the same time, another kind of fame is building, less polished, more electric. Cassius Clay is 22, undefeated, and talking like a man who already owns the crown.
But the crown isn't his yet. On February 25, 1964, Clay is scheduled to fight heavyweight champion Sonny Liston in Miami Beach at the Convention Center for the world title.
And in 1964, Liston is the terrifying reality. Clay is the loud prediction. That tension is the whole story. On February 18th, the Beatles are taken to Miami Beach's 5th Street gym, where Clay is training for Liston.
And crucial detail, this isn't a quiet handshake backstage. It's a press-packed photo op. Cameras are already waiting.
One of the key photographers there is Harry Benson, traveling with the Beatles on their first US trip, who captures the images that become immortal. Clay posing like he's flattened the Fab Four, or towering over them like a showman who's discovered the perfect audience.
It's basically two different types of charisma doing a live improv scene. The Beatles bring playful self-parody. Clay brings performance as combat, trash talk, theatrics, total control of the room.
And the joke lands instantly because it's visual. The boxer knocks out the biggest band on earth without throwing a punch.
These photos endure because they capture two meteors, seconds before each becomes a permanent landmark.
Right. This isn't late career legend meets late career legend. This is the moment before the world locks their identities in place.
And it's also a blueprint for modern celebrity. Athletes and musicians cross-pollinating audiences, building myth through imagery, not just achievements. A single staged moment becomes cultural memory.
1 week later, Clay backs up the talk, defeating Liston and winning the heavyweight championship on February 25, 1964.
And then the identity shift accelerates. On March 6, 1964, Clay publicly announces he has taken the name Muhammad Ali, a change deeply tied to his religious and political awakening.
So when you look back at the photos, you're not just seeing Ali and the Beatles, you're seeing a man who's about to become Ali, and a band that's about to become global shorthand for an era. The Beatles meeting Cassius Clay isn't historically important because it changed a fight or changed a song.
It matters because it captures the instant pop culture started behaving like a modern superpower, where images travel faster than context, and celebrity becomes a shared language between sports and music.
And maybe that's the real magic. A humid day in a cramped gym, a room full of cameras, and 5 young men, each in their own way, learning how to perform for the entire planet. If you want more stories where a single day reveals a whole decade, subscribe to History in Context 928.